If I pull the handle, it's not doing anything down there. What do you think?
Cable's intact. So
Oh my God, it's not the lock.
Something on the handle.
If it's the lock, it means we won't be able to close the door until we get a new lock.
Oh, not again!
There's no doubt that driving around the world in Trudy, our 18-year-old camper van, is the hardest thing we've ever done. So far it's taken us 3 years, and we've clocked up over 50,000 miles driving across 18 countries. But it's also the most amazing life experience. Don't get me wrong, there has been some bad times. We just had a fire in the van! In fact, we've had to go to the garage 22 times. But we know that together we're making memories that will last a lifetime. The best times you will ever have in life are when you're brave enough to take that step beyond your fears. Chris Fisher. You can't help but love Japanese toilets. How we doing? Are we ready?
We're all ready. I've just checked everything and we're ready to go.
Okay, so the plan today, we're going to be driving about 4.5 hours drive south, parking up near Snow Monkey Park, which we'll visit tomorrow. And then later in the week, we're meeting up with Ryan because they've got loads of stuff delivered to their house from us, and the door parts have arrived. So Ryan's going to help us fix the door so we can finally open Trudy's side door, which when you've got weather this hot, it will be much appreciated. Going over an absolutely massive estuary as we're driving past the city of Niigata this morning. Because there's so many toll roads here in Japan, when you pop it into Google and avoid tolls, you always end up coming down through the little villages. But it is so much nicer, a lot slower. Once you're getting an aerial view of this this little suburb here.
Wild.
Crazy out, I just can't get over. I know we're in Japan, but I just can't get over the style of the houses.
This is the Japan that we didn't see when we came as a tourist to Tokyo.
No, you stay in the city and you get a train to Hakone. But coming out into the villages.
I have no idea.
I wonder if it's this green all year round. It's like so green. Just in case you thought that it was a special village that we drove through, all the houses are like that.
Here's the next village.
Yeah, the problem is, every time I get that wow moment, I take a shot to share it. But there's so many wow moments that editing these videos is going to be a nightmare. Just driving through the villages, we spotted this fish sign and this stream, so I think it's for fish. It's a fish route, maybe. There's all these vegetable gardens just right by the side of the road. I'm not sure what that sign meant.
Did it not say like a road for fish?
It just had fish pictures. Maybe it's a fish way. I don't know.
It looked like a fish way.
Got a scenic drive through the paddy fields with tree-lined streets this morning.
Oh, love Japan.
I just love driving around here in Japan. The road workers, they all have different coloured flags. They all just jump out and wave flags, sticks to you, and it's just, yeah, and they always finish off with a gentle bow to thank you for stopping.
Oh, so polite.
Quick food shop on the way down. Fried noodles, chicken balls, dumplings, spring rolls.
Job done.
What's it called? Mari. That is definitely one of the best supermarkets we've been to. So clocked for next time.
And all of that was under £28.
And we bought a lot.
We bought a lot.
So yesterday we received notification from a Chinese tour company that the land borders in China have opened. So we're looking into the possibility of driving across China to somewhere. But the first question is, can we actually get a Chinese visa when we're not resident of Japan or South Korea? Because very often you have to go back to your home country. So we're going to call the Chinese embassy in Tokyo and see what they say.
The Chinese visa application service center in Tokyo.
We had trouble getting through to somebody we could ask, but looking online, it seems it's not possible to do it in Tokyo. But it seems it may be possible to do it in South Korea. We'll keep you updated in future videos. So coming through the hills, the views are so beautiful. These houses dotted in these little villages in the mountains, surrounded by jungle, that we just had to share it. Check that out. Driving through a town, it looks a bit different, doesn't it? I don't know, they've all got like this covered walkway over the pavement. Oh, the views coming down through the mountains here over this bridge, absolutely amazing. Despite the roadworks, it's still amazing. Okay, we're nearly at the rest stop near the Snow Monkey's place, and we're surrounded by fruit.
Vines, fruit trees, green mountains. Who knew Japan was this green? How did I not know this?
Yeah, we're up in the mountains, and there's sort of ski resorts nearby. There we go, Mishi.
You have arrived.
Okay, with China's land borders now being open, we have some different route possibilities. So let's check out the map on the side of the van and we'll show you what they are. I knew there was a reason that I got this huge map on the side of the van. Okay, option one, drive all the way across China, through the stands, across the Caspian Sea to Azerbaijan. But the problem with that is that Azerbaijan's borders are currently closed. Okay, so option two, cross China, go into northern Pakistan and then into India. That is an option, but we're not sure what the roads are like, so we'll have to research that a bit more. Option three, cross China, go through Nepal into India. But the problem with that route is northern Nepal, the Himalayas, that road would actually cross somewhere near Mount Everest base camp. Option four, go across China into Vietnam. The only problem is we've seen online that Vietnam doesn't allow right-hand drive vehicles. So we're gonna have to do a bit more research on that one. Option five, come across to China, down through Laos, into Thailand, down into Malaysia. That is a good possibility. So which route would you do? Let us know in the comments below. Cheers. At the end of the day, we love nothing more than grabbing a drink, chilling, and watching something on the TV.
And we are watching an epically cool British drama called The Bay.
And if you're wondering how we're watching British TV whilst we're here in Japan, we have a simple solution: Surfshark VPN. At the click of a button, we can change our virtual location, and that unlocks location restricted sites. But we also use Surfshark for more than just watching TV. With large video files to upload, we often take advantage of going into a cafe to use their fast Wi-Fi. But using public Wi-Fi comes with more risk, as there's people out there trying to steal your personal information. By using Surfshark VPN, it creates an encrypted tunnel which keeps our personal information safe. I'd recommend getting the Surfshark One bundle because it comes with some additional benefits, such as being able to surf the web without leaving a trace.
What are you doing, love?
Nothing. Right now, Surfshark is offering Tread the Globe followers an exclusive discount, which includes 3 months free. To get started, simply click the link in the description below or scan the QR code and use the code Tread the Globe. Another really good night's sleep in this rest stop here, this Mishi no Eki as they call it, up in the mountains. All this farming land just behind the van. Look at that, that's not a bad place to wake up to, is it? So this morning we're off to the Snow Monkey Park, which is about 15 minutes up in the mountains. But it's been a great night's sleep here, and I've just noticed, I think they've got water. Yes, it's actually been reasonably hard finding places with water because most of the rest stops don't have them. That's the second one we've seen, so we're definitely going to have to fill up before we leave. Right, Trudy's stocked up with water. Let's go and find some snow monkeys.
Monkeys!
Although this time of year there won't be any snow, but we'll still be cool to see the monkeys if we can find them. Oh, it's a glorious morning.
Oh, it's a warm one. It's gonna be hot.
Monkey Park, there's a sign, turn left.
In 300 meters, turn right.
Car park for snow monkey visitors only.
Where? Here?
Yeah, it says it's here. Still away according to Google, then let's just have a look to see whether this is the only car park or forest trail. No, I think it's good. So I think it's probably about half an hour's walk. Look at this. It's so peaceful and beautiful. The little shrine there. That's amazing. Seems like most of the restaurants and cafes and stuff are closed at the moment because I think the busy time to come and see the snow monkeys is in the winter with the snow. Obviously there's no snow because it's roasting hot today.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the monkeys are going to be in that iconic shot of sitting in the water with the steam coming off.
No, I don't think so, but we might see them.
But we might see them.
So there you go, it's 1.6 kilometers to the entrance. So yeah, we've got a bit of a walk to get to the entrance, but there are monitors here, and look, you can see lots of monkeys by the water there. So we're there, and we've got to walk all the way up to the Jigo Kudani fountain and then onto the pools at the end. Exciting, let's go. Oh, even if we don't see monkeys this morning, this walk is amazing.
It certainly is a forest.
There's an animal I haven't heard before. The Japanese sero. It's a bit like a Japanese mountain goat. For those of you back home, that looks like a giant stinging nettle.
Let me put my hand next to it.
The leaves
for
are bigger than your hand.
comparison.
Don't touch it.
No, I'm not going to.
That's massive.
That is definitely a stinger. of some sort.
We've come to the, I think the end of the pathway, and we've come to this village in the mountains here. Oh, this is lovely. We've just spotted steam or water squirting up. So even though it's low season, I can see there's lots of tourists coming behind us.
And all the steps are different sizes, so be careful.
I can see them all on the pathway down here already. Look, they're all sat down there. Located in the Shiga Kogen foothills lies the Jogo Kanani Monkey Park, which translates as Hell's Valley. Getting its name from the valley's volcanic activity, it's home to the Japanese macaque, commonly known as the snow monkey. I just love the fact that they're not scared of humans and they just walk right past your legs and you freeze like that. For a third of the year, this valley is under deep snow, and to keep themselves warm, the monkeys soak in the natural volcanic hot pools. And you can see them all the way walking down by the water, scratching each other's bellies.
That one is laid flat out on his back and having his tummy rubbed. I love it.
So this area is volcanic. You can see the steam coming out of the ground, and there's a definite waft of sulphur in the air.
And it's not me. Oh, I'm absolutely emotional as hell. It's so cute. But what's really sweet is there seems to be like a little mum and a dad and a baby unit, and it's just so cute. They're all grooming each other, just hanging out by the waters.
Back at Trudy, and how amazing was seeing those monkeys in their natural habitat, and we couldn't resist but buying a sticker for Trudy. It's going on the little Japanese section of the van.
Trudy has come on this adventure too, so she needs to get some monkey action. Yay, look at that.
Beautiful. Shortly after leaving the park, the heavens opened, and yet again our windscreen wiper ended up hanging off. So we pulled over and decided to call our friend Ricardo from Tijuana, Mexico.
Hey!
The mechanic who helped us get Trudy fighting fit after our adventures in North America.
They tightened it, and he held it and he shook it, and he was like, yeah, it's okay. And it lasted, but it's happened again.
We explained the problem to him, and we determined that the grooves in the wiper arm had worn out and we needed to try and get a new wiper. So we headed to the nearest yellow hat shop and explained the situation to the lady on the service counter. You'd think that if we could get it anywhere, Japan would be it. But what may seem like a simple thing to fix is often not. Okay, we've taken the windscreen wiper off. We've come back to yellow hat and we're going to see if we can get a new one. We think that the grooves in here have basically worn down, so it's not catching on the motor. So we'll give it a bash.
Armed with Google
I'll be
Translate.
surprised if we find one the right size, but hey, you never know. Okay, no, they don't have windscreen wipers that fit Trudy. Of course they don't. Why would they? There's always something that gets in the way of everything, isn't there? So we decided to try our luck and headed to the nearby Fiat dealer. They might have something that does something that, even if it temporarily works. So very good service. The lady came to the to Trudy with umbrella so we didn't get wet, but she's gone to the service department to see if there's anything they can do. I don't know. They're not going to have the same size because they don't have vans here, but they might either be able to bodge it or have a blade that at least fits on. We headed round to the workshop. The mechanics carefully inspected the wipers and agreed with our assessment. They told us that unfortunately we can't get a new wiper in Japan, but they did their best to come up with a solution. Okay, so the good news is they fixed it. Even if it's temporarily, they have glued, I think they glued it by the looks of it. They've done something to it, so it is working. So at least we're safe to drive now.
Yeah, they said it's not going to be stay forever, but they've done as best they can, which is good enough for us.
And they said if you have a big problem, just swap the left and right ones. So there you go. Maybe that is a solution. So lovely. Everybody's so lovely.
Everyone's super helpful. Thank you, Fiat. Finally, Fiat Japan. Woohoo!
Good morning. It's another day. We spent the night at a rest stop last night. It's looking a little bit grey and a little bit miserable this morning, but the good news is
The windscreen wiper's still on!
it is still working. So today we're heading a few hours south. We're going to see Ryan and Aikiko again. They're the couple that very kindly helped us when we collected our belongings from Tokyo. And apparently the mechanism to fix the sliding door has arrived. So that's what we're going to be working on today. And then we're going to be hanging out with them for the weekend. So yeah, all good. We're heading down some of the narrow back roads, and they tend to always have quite steep drops either side. This is actually a wider one than a lot we've been on, but yeah, you do have to get quite close to the edge. Might be cloudy today, but I just love how the clouds are hugging the tops of the mountains in the distance there. All of the rain we've had is making these rivers flow much, much faster. Should we didn't park by a riverbed last week?
Rule number 1, never sleep on a riverbed.
If you want to know what it's like driving through Japan, that view out of the window now is stereotypical Japan. Paddy fields, a beautiful house, and sculpted trees. I just absolutely love all these villages. The buildings, the narrow streets, not great to drive down, but very, very pretty.
Turn left.
It's just so typically Japanese. That's what I love about it.
It's beautiful. Even the roads are fine to drive on. They're just narrow in places, and so it's just a little trickier, but it is beautiful.
van also has a lot of tunnels. It does make you slightly nervous with all the earth brakes that they have, but my logic is they've been here all these years, so statistically they should be there for a lot more. And there's Ryan. He's got, did I just see a Santa suit?
Ho, ho, ho! You want the Santa? You got it.
We got, how you doing?
Doing good, bud.
I told him I feel like it's Christmas. I feel like Santa's coming because we've ordered loads of bits to his house. Lucy! Hello guys! How you doing?
So, I got a Christmas present for you guys. Ho, ho, ho!
Thank you, Santa. Beautiful. You lunatic. It's a great start. The door doesn't actually open. Let me see if I can open it from inside. Sometimes there's a knack that if you...
Which you have and I don't. Oh, look at you. I don't know how you do it, but you do it every time. Oh, that's enough. Don't do more.
It won't open again.
Ever.
Ryan's gonna start trying to fix the door.
The key word is trying.
Trying. Okay, well, we'll give it a bash. We're gonna knock up a quick bit of lunch. I'm gonna do a quick, some fried noodles so that we can all have some lunch as well. At least the rain has held off because the last couple of days has been like proper rainy. This one has lovely wheels that are very small. This one is down to the metal. Ryan and Marianne started working on the door as I cooked lunch. Is it strange that in our marriage we don't have stereotypical male and female roles? We get so many messages asking why Marianne does all the driving. Well, why not? I do all the filming and editing, and she loves to drive. After riding a motorcycle my whole life, I'm okay with admitting that she's a better driver than me. Anyway, back to the job in hand.
Oh, that's looking great. The new part is in. Ryan, who is on his knees, working hard.
Begging you.
On his knees.
Yakisoba, Chris.
Lunch is coming,
Yeah.
Ryan, don't worry.
Chris is cooking and I'm getting dog love. That's how this dynamic works.
We got
I
one-
fixed the Fiat door faster than Chris cooked yakisoba.
I know.
That's impressive. Although in our family, we actually have a saying when the kids were younger and moaning that food wasn't coming.
All good things to those who wait.
Right, hold on, wait for it. Now, anybody who knew or could hear the crunchy door before, we literally couldn't open it. Ryan has just changed the hinge and it's
Goes
rolling.
back a little bit. Now does it go forward?
Oh, that's a lock.
Oh yeah, that's normal. You have to pull the handle. Yes, best.
It's rolling.
And it rolls. So that's the first stop. So it automatically stops
Yep.
there. And you pull it again, it goes to the next one.
Yeah. And it goes all the way to the end and locks. What is happening?
Okay, lunch served.
Thanks, chef.
Does it?
Great.
Does Chris's yakisoba pass the test? It won't taste Japanese, but it should taste good.
I don't know if you want this on camera.
But yeah, maybe not. But hopefully it goes,
Very
oh, it
good.
tastes good.
Very
Is it good?
Very
I
good.
love it.
Okay, so we went to close the door and we think the cable's in the door's gone or something else has happened. But we do have, we ordered a new cable because it's, if I pull the handle, it's not doing anything down there. So it's lucky it happened while we've still got Ryan and his toolkit. So we don't, the cable's intact. What do you think?
Cable's intact. So
Oh my
cable-
God, it's not the lock.
Something on the handle. So that's not making me happy.
I think, love, I think it's the lock.
No. What do you mean you think it's the lock?
If it's the lock, the cable's still attached. If it's the lock, it means we won't be able to close the door until we get a new lock.
Oh, not again. It's probably the pressure as well that was on it from the rollers.
Yeah. I don't see anything broken on this end.
Where's the cable?
Cable's right here.
As Ryan carefully inspected the door to see what was going on, I seriously hoped that we didn't have to order more parts from Europe, as that would seriously mess up our travel plans here in Japan. Okay, we're swapping out the cable. It's never easy, is it? No, but there's always something that goes wrong with this van. Yesterday it was the windscreen wiper. Trudy, she's going on strike.
I think Tread the Globe is more sponsoring mechanics than the actual.
Yeah, coming this Christmas will be a calendar of all the mechanics that we visited. But I would just like to add, any vehicle that does what Trudy does
Are gonna have problems.
Because otherwise there's no adventure.
Ryan started fitting the new cable, and we had everything crossed that it would work and that it wasn't the lock. So we fixed it, we've adjusted it and pulled the door out, which means that this lock up here is actually connecting and closing properly. This was the problem with it opening. And now, just to be on the safe side, we've got a new roller on the top, which we're going to put on.
Bingo. We might as well, we're here.
Do you want to travel with us, Ryan?
Full-time mechanic.
You got the job.
Watching your YouTube channel, you need one, okay?
It actually looks a lot more level, the door now.
The door dropped in that corner, right?
Yeah, I think this is a good call. Good job to do it while we can. Yes, the door's working. What a relief. We took a quiet moment to walk around the gardens that were next to where we'd parked. As we admired the gardens that looked like they were from back in the UK, I thought to myself how lucky we were to have met so many wonderful people on our adventures. People who are always happy to help us when we have tough times. Thank you to all of them. With the door fixed, we're now ready to continue our road trip towards the south of Japan.